Okay, we're going to do a little quick overview of the new Honda NT700V. It's actually new to the US, but this bike has been made in Europe for, I think, somewhere around 7 years or so now. So it's got a good legacy of being quite dependable. It seems to be a big hit over in Europe. It's kind of a new venture for the United States. It's easy to find a lot of information regarding this motorcycle with the propaganda that's out there on Honda's website and such, which likes to talk a lot about all the good points. I've ridden mine now for about 350 miles, so I'll kind of focus on some of the honest pros and cons from my viewpoint. Besides all the things that are great about it, the integrated brakes, adjustable windshield, fuel injection, shaft drive, water cooled, Honda reliability, all that kind of good stuff. There's some oddities about it too. It's a little vibraty, only because the engine is rigid mounted, as you can see in some of these areas here. The engine's actually part of the frame structure, so there's no subframe to it. The pro to that is if you ever had to take the engine out of it, it drops out very easily. The negative side is you can't rubber mount the engine, unfortunately, because you need the structural integrity. So transmit's a little vibration to the pegs, the seat, and the grips, but nothing terrible. Very, very mild, especially for a twin. The other thing that's kind of odd if you're looking to buy one of these is it's a little bit of a tall bike. So the seat height is kind of weird when you first start to ride it. I'm 6 feet with a 34 inseam, and it sits just perfect for me. I could reach the ground flat-footed, but the seat is still kind of tight under me. So, boy, if you were a shorter fellow with maybe a 30 or 31 inseam, it might be a little bit of an awkward bike for you to ride. Another weird thing that you'll notice about it, too, when you ride it is the intake to the air cleaner is right underneath the fuel tank area. It's up in here somewhere, and you can actually hear it a lot while you're riding. It's got a little bit of what I would refer to as like a snoring kind of sound. Once you hit about 4,000 RPM, you start to hear a rise in intake sound, and it's just weird, a little tough to get used to. The engine noise is probably about average for a bike like this. Since the engine is partially exposed, you do hear some of the valve train. That's another thing too. It doesn't have hydraulic valve lifters like a lot of the previous Honda stuff has. So they went back to mechanical adjustable tappets. So it has a little bit of that type of rider kind of sound about it when it's running, and you can hear it from the rider's position. Other than that, its fit and finish is really stunning. It's nicely made. All the detail in the stainless steel exhaust. The dashboard is really nice, easy to read, all analog gauges, which is really nice to have. The seating position for me is spot on. No crampedness in the legs at all. The reach to the handlebars is nice. You know, maybe if the handlebars were an inch higher, it'd give you a little bit more of an upright position, but it's not bad at all. Looks a little tubby from the back end, but that's due to the integrated saddlebags, which the saddlebags reach through to the other side. So that's kind of handy in case you had something a little long that you wanted to kind of get in there. But I've ridden the bike for 350 miles, and my first impression was just because it sat so tall, and it was a little noisier than I was used to and had a little vibration. I was kind of a little weird about it at first, but I put 50 miles on it and I warmed up to it real fast, and it's just got its own personality. It's got some characteristics about it, and once you accept it, you get comfortable on it. It is a beautiful bike to ride. Honda nailed it for exactly what the market they were shooting for. It's just a comfortable, economical, gets 57 miles to a gallon, at least that's what I'm getting. Dependable bike. If you just want to push a button and scoot around some nice back roads on the weekend or do the daily commute during the week, and you're just looking for a bike that's not too heavy, not too big, and just fun to ride, it's a great bike. It reminds me of a V-Strom 650 with bags and a little bit of a larger fairing and some nicer amenities. A little pricey maybe, but you know, you get what you pay for, and I'm happy with it. I couldn't complain. If you were going to go out of state and do some long distance touring, I would say you probably would want an ST1300 most likely. But you know, if that's not your gig, it's a nice little bike. It really, really is. I'm happy with it. Overall, that's my take on it. So if you're looking to buy one, a few things you might want to just be careful of is the seat height, I think, would be the big one. And that's about it. I think you'd like it otherwise. We'll start it up in just a second.